Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Our Home, Our Life, day 5 of the series Fear. Um, Today I'm going to be reading From Fear to Faith. And it goes, the way of the world tends to revolve around fear. Even the fear of losing out on something is what inspires the world to work for something. We can't deny that fear truly is an effective propellant, but that propellant is not what the New Testament believers is called to live in. We are driven by something greater and propelled by something stronger, the love of God within us. The antidote to fear is faith. An act of faith is natural response for the heart moved by love. Following this line of thinking, if we're not constantly reminded of the love of God and his ability to overcome faith, won't be an overflow of our lives. It taking the renewing of our minds to walk in a strong, steadfast faith. So don't be disheartened when you met with fear time and time again. You're building muscle of faith, and that's a worthy venture. In 1 Kings 19, when Jezebel threatened Elijah, we've seen an interesting response. Consider this: Elijah had done wonders in the land. He had proclaimed a drought, and then it ended. Revived a widow's dead son, even brought down fire from heaven that decimated 450 prophets from Baal out of Mount Carmel. There is no ordinary feats. Surely God was with Elijah, and surely Elijah was a man of faith. Even so, when Jezebel threatened to kill him because of all that he did, his response was to react in fear rather than faith. He ran away into the wilderness and showed clear signs of what we now coin as clinical depression. Now imagine if a man of God, with faith enough to raise the dead and bring down fire from heaven, can react in a situation in fear instead of faith. How much more susceptible are we? In a world that constantly plays around with our needs as humans and yanks us into the trap of fear, we must set ourselves on a firm foundation. God's beckoned us to cast our cares upon him and take courage in his strength. Crossover from fear to faith is a series of choice we make to trust in him, his promise, and his love. The courage we gain in this process is a derivative virtue driven from our faith in God. Reflection. In your own life, what is one fear you like to overcome this year? Is it having a conversation with a person you lost touch with? A job position that you wanted to go for, or even stepped out to take a course you've been looking into? When your response has been even sub fear, how can you step out in radical faith? Take a moment to ask God what steps you could take this week to grow in your walk of faith. To me, it's we just gotta turn to faith, have our faith, and not be feared. I know it's the human flesh of us that we always fear this or fear that, but we just gotta have faith, and it's a lot easier said than done. But it's going to work out the way God wants to work it out, regardless whether you have fear or faith. It's all in God's plan. So in 1 Kings 19:1 through 3, it says, "And Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done, also how he had executed all the prophets with the sword. Executed all the prophets with the sword. Then Jezebel sent a message to Elijah, saying, So let the God do to me, and more also, if I do not make your life as the life of one of the them by tomorrow about this time. And when he saw that, he arose and ran for his life, and went to Beersheba, which belongs to Judah, and left his servants there. Then Psalms 23:4. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of death, or valley, let me start over. Psalms 23:4. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. You are with me. The rod, your staff, they comfort me. And then I got one more. 1 Peter. Let's see. 1 Peter 5:7 says, casting all your cares upon him, for he cares for you. That's day 5 of your series, Fear. I hope you join us tomorrow on day 6. From our house to yours, God bless.